Okay, well, we'll just start. There'll probably be more people joining as we get going. We're only just on time now. All good. Dreamtime sale. Nice to see you guys. We'll probably see you guys in person. Probably not too far away. They're going to be in Lombok soon. You see, Marie is looking a little bit tired. She's still looking beautiful, but she's a little bit tired. I know she is. She's very tired, and it's with good reason. We've had a busy couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Her more than me.
I don't know.
I've been here in solidarity, but there's a limited amount I can do. But we'll show you our new little addition in a minute. But he's just topping up the fuel tanks right now, and he'll be with us.
I don't think he's stopping anything. He's just sleeping.
Yeah. He's changing every day, which, well, we're new parents, but you guys are probably all parents and know all this. But yeah, he changes every day. And we think, yeah, we got it figured out now. We're going to sleep good tonight. And then he changes his game, and then we're all back to square one again. And today he seems to be in the mood of just wanting to be on the titty, but not really drinking, just hanging out. And as soon as you take him away, he's like, no, I was busy. And then he's like grumpy until you put him back on. Look at him. He pretends he's sort of sleeping. Anyway, he's sleeping, yeah. Anyway, what have I got here? Seeing and hearing you from Calgary, Canada. Well done. That's probably a good time of the day for you guys. Hey, lunchtime's probably. Yes, thank you for the congratulations. We did show a picture on probably on Facebook a couple of days after the birth, but what was it? Nearly 2 weeks ago, Monday, nearly 2 weeks ago, we had the new little arrival, and I'll let Marie talk a bit more about that once we've shown them. But anyway, we're both here in France. This is in Marie's parents' place, a little village close to Chambéry, which is about 40 minutes drive from Geneva in Switzerland. So it's really close on the border. And we've been here, well, I've been here a month and a half now, and Marie's been here for 6 months. And yeah, we've accomplished the mission of, we came here so Marie could be around family while she was pregnant. And as you guys know, I did the mad dash, got the boat to Lombok, and then rushed here to be here, and got here within a couple of weeks to spare. And actually, the baby was a bit afraid I wasn't going to make it, and he actually stayed inside another extra week longer just to make sure that I was here. Tin Can Bay. Wow, you're up early, Michelle. Nice of you. We tried to plan all this, like looking at the world clocks, because obviously with YouTube, we've got people watching us from all around the world. So we sort of tried to make it balanced, and it's pretty hard because Australia is obviously on the other side of the world, and New Zealand is even further away. Obviously, for me, that's a bit sad, my family and stuff. But yeah, it's about midday-ish in America, but even the two different coasts, and then it's late evening in Europe, and it's very early morning in Australia, New Zealand. But we hope it's good to see you guys. It's Friday lunchtime in Canada. Nice. Having food on tap. Umbilical cord. Our motto was always, when in doubt, whip it out. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're learning. We were sort of worried we were feeding him too much and stuff, but apparently it's just like you can't give him enough. I call him Pukanui now, which Pukanui means in Maori, big belly. When he was born, he was sort of muscular and skinny. And then the first couple of days, he dropped even more, and they were like, oh, don't get below 10%. And now he's just been packing it on. So he's Western Port Victoria. Nice. Matthew Phillips. All clear in Canada. Yes. Yeah. So we can show him now.
But he's sleeping, yeah?
It'll be okay.
I'm gonna wake him. But you take him. I don't want to be responsible of awakening this little angel. If he's grumpy and if he's yelling, that's the fault of Vernon.
He's a little angel. He is a little angel, but he's a little bit of an ogre sometimes as well. Here he is. This is
our little Eli.
Eli. I call him Eli. Marie calls him
Ellie.
French. Its full name is Eli Theodore Deck, and he was born on the 12th of November, and he was 7 days late. So he was stubborn. Didn't want to come out. Marie had a bit of a hard time, didn't you?
Yeah, and it's 7 days late because they induced me. Probably it would have been a bit more if he was deciding.
Yeah. So she had a bit of a rough time because they induced her, and then obviously you start getting different hormones and stuff. Come on, there you go. Different hormones and stuff in the body, and so then things start going faster than they should, and all that sort of stuff. But in the end, and she made it through. Well, we were in the hospital about 36 hours, but the last phase was an hour, and the doctors were getting a bit upset that it was going that long. But she made it all the way through without an epidural and without any painkillers or gas or laughing gas or anything. She just muscled it out, and she was amazing. She did really, really, really good. But she's a bit pale, don't you reckon?
Yeah. No, that was really not the way I was thinking to have my first baby. As some of you are knowing, we were preparing with our personal midwife to have a natural birth. And because he was late and because of the rules of hospital in France, I had to be induced after 7 days. It didn't really work as well. It took a lot of time to start. I had like a lot of, I don't know if you say fake labor in English, but just you have contractions who are not really doing much. So I had this for quite a long time, and it was not actually preparing myself to get the baby. It was just tiring me. And yeah, so when it was the moment to have the baby, I was already exhausted, and that was quite a hard job. I didn't have a super good reaction with the hormones they inject to me. So suddenly it went too fast, and I had a super violent contractions, and it came kind of fast at the end, but that was quite violent for both of us.
Yeah. The doctors had to help out a little bit with a suction cup on the top of his head, and he came out with a bit of a cone head on him. But it's all gone back to shape, and he was a bit tender on the back of his head the first few days, but he's all good now. And he's pretty robust.
And we checked up with the osteo because we were wondering, like, with this kind of birth, it could have like some torsions and pain in some places, but it seems then it doesn't have any trouble.
Oh, we got someone from New Zealand. Wow, from Nelson. Woohoo! Motueka's my hometown. My mum lives in Nelson, well, in Stoke. She's stoked. I don't think even she woke up to come and see us. She loves her sleep. And then we've got Mr. Sea Monkey. G'day, Mark. How's it going? We'll get your T-shirt in the mail very soon. It's probably this next few days. It'll go out the door. Welcome to our world, little mate. Michelle Brown. Yeah, nice. He's a natural on camera. Well, we don't know how much we're going to show him, especially at the start. We're not going to make the channel about little Eli, that's for sure. We're not going to hide him either and pretend he's not there. But we
want to keep our privacy, and especially me, maybe even more than Vernon, I'm not really keen to expose kids too much in camera. I think like we have to keep intimacy of these kids because he can't have the choice of being or not seen. So it's gonna be in the video for sure, but I don't want that our video is suddenly all around like, oh, look at how he's cute. Oh, look, he did this first thing. Like, yeah, I want to keep his life a bit quiet.
Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Welcome. Nice to see you. Oh, you want to have him back?
Yeah, he wants to sleep.
That's probably his little cameo for the night now. Oh, he got some hair when he came out. He sort of the first thing we both noticed, he's got frizzy hair. What's he got frizzy hair for? Neither of us have got curls at all. But yeah, turns out that was just how he came out, and he's been fine ever since. He I cut the cord, and the baby was put straight on Marie, and it was a magical moment. You guys probably all know that, but I sort of, I'm going to be 50 this year. God damn, I'm going to be 50 this year, and I thought I'd I'd pass that
next year.
Oh, well, basically, yeah. Nearly next year.
He just had his birthday.
Yeah, so in about 10 months I'm going to be 50. But I thought I was never going to have kids, and I didn't really want to have kids, but until I met Marie, obviously. But I never wasn't something I thought I'd missed out on, but now I realised I would have if I hadn't have. So I'm pretty stoked. And yeah, Marie's making a good job of being a mother. She's had to take it pretty easy the last few days just because she lost a lot of blood and had to get some stitches and 36 hours of 24 hours of fake labor that wasn't really helping the cause but just making her tired, and then the real labor. So she was pretty knackered, to be honest. And we stayed 2 nights in hospital and then came back here and started looking after ourselves. And then
2 nights in hospital and 2 nights in the emergency before. So
it's 4
like
nights.
4 nights in the hospital.
But after the birth, it was 2 nights. And then came back here, and I've been winging it ever since. But basically the first 5 days, Maria was just in bed feeding him, and I was doing all the changing and feeding us and doing all the running around, and she was just trying to get sleep. But we didn't really know.
Not even, like, that's the thing, when you get this little...
Hey, Mum, you are awake. Nice. Glad you could join us. Actually, Mum hasn't really seen him. Well, did you see him? Were you online when we had him up, Mum, or not? Was he gone before you got here? Yeah, anyway.
So yeah, you are not really sleeping the first days because you're just worried that everything is going all right. So yeah, even if I was having 4 days without good sleep in hospital, I would say the 3 first days, I was not sleeping neither. So
yeah, and got a pretty good rhythm now. Sort of, it changes all the time, but basically we're sort of getting between 3 and 4 hours sleep. And then it's about a sort of 1 hour nappy change and 2 feeds, and then another 3-4 hours through the night. And then during the day, we just sort of wing it. But he's got a pretty good rhythm already, to be honest.
Yeah, he's sleeping 2 or 3 hours in a row almost every time we are feeding him. That's pretty good. And he's not really yelling that much. He's like a bit grumpy, but he's not really having good grumpiness and yelling and things. So it's quite an easy one, I think.
Saw him smile. We missed it. Yeah, we probably did. We weren't even looking at him. Well, that's good. He has been practicing a lot of laughing and smiling lately, and he'll just do a bigger smile straight into the biggest frown. He's got no it's not really a mood thing, I guess. He's just practicing. But when he's on the food table, he's smiling and laughing a lot. You can just see he's sort of got his dimple he pulls up. But yeah, he's a little cutie for sure. He's got big blue eyes, and he's important for us. Had all his fingers and toes, and he doesn't have any birthmarks or anything. He's pretty perfect little dude, to be honest. Very, very happy and pretty relieved because I guess you never really know, but pretty cool. And we don't really know what to we're just making it through at the moment. We're not doing much more, obviously, going shopping and things like that, but it's only the last couple of days that Marie's been able to get in the car, and it's a whole rigmarole getting him dressed up and putting him in the car seat, and he hates that, but then he likes driving, so that's all good. But anyway, we could probably go on forever about the little dude, but we're not going to stay too long live here just because it's late and he should be getting to bed and Marie's very tired. But we thought we'd talk a little bit about what we're doing the next next little times, because obviously the learning there you go. He sneezes a lot, like me. He sneezes probably 20-30 times a day, but it doesn't seem like he's
getting cold.
We're a bit worried to begin with, but he just sneezes all the time and seems to like it.
I'm still worried about that he's getting cold.
Oh, he's going to sleep again.
Yeah, let him sleep.
You want to show him again?
No.
I want to show him off. But anyway, so as I said, there's still 3 or 4 more Mad Dash videos to come. Obviously, the next one will be leaving Australia, and so they're a bit behind. But I sort of purposely did that. Well, I just filmed a lot so that we could keep putting them out while I'm over here and not filming anything. Just because YouTube really doesn't like it if you make a break, and also income is sort of wrapped around making videos. So if we're not making videos, we're not making any money. So yeah, there's a few more of them to come. That'll be until start of January, and then we'll probably have a break for a month. And our goal is at this stage to go back to Lombok late January. That's the goal. And obviously, like Marie's pretty worried and sort of scared about the travel and having a little baby on a little boat. But as we've sort of been discussing, it is only 2 weeks, and he's so small and so helpless, and we're so tired and learning everything that I sort of said to her, let's wait another month or another 6 weeks. Things are going to progress quickly. And then once we get on the boat, life will be easier than here. You know, it's winter time here. You got to dress the baby up so much to do anything. And over there, it'll be much easier and things like that. But we're not fixed to anything, but we're hoping to get back late January. Yeah, also just keep making videos again, you know. But that no pressure really because of that. We've got a little bit of a we've got a little bit of reserve on the bank account, so we don't have to go back. But I want to. I love it, and Marie loves it too. But she's sort of forgotten about Trade Runner.
But that's the thing, like Trade Runner, I was on and I had one really good crossing with. And I think after that, I realized I was pregnant and I started to be sick. And we had a lot of work to do on Trade Runner, and it started to be winter in Australia. So most of my memories are not really the best one. I was cold, I was vomiting a lot. Uh, we had to fix things, so I was not really trusting Trade Runner yet. And I think Vernon had like way more time to really, feel home on this boat, and me not really. So thinking of going there with like, it's funny because I never been really worried to have a baby with the boat, but now that he's in my arms, like I think it's just like mother instinct that I'm like, is that really safe? Is it really a good idea? And because Trade Runner was not feeling super home when I left, I'm a bit, not like scared, but a bit worried about how it's gonna be. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna do it and see how it is. Like anyway, we have to test and see how it's gonna go. And I know that Vernon and I are pretty good to like adapt, and if we feel really something uncomfortable for us or the baby, we're gonna just adjust and it's gonna go.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like I personally don't really feel much different in terms of nesting or needing a home. I've never really felt the need of my own home base, but I know Marie definitely feels more now since having the baby of, you know, having a safe space and everything sort of familiar surroundings and things like that. But obviously, like she said, she hasn't been much on Trade Runner, and it was quite a long time ago. And most of the time she was on Trade Runner, she was pregnant and thinking about other things, and so yeah, I've spent months on Trade Runner. She hasn't spent much time at all. But
if the comeback to the boat isn't working out, do you already plan for an alternative way of life, sort of?
No, not planned for it. I mean, we have talked about potential life after sailing one day, who knows when, just hopes and dreams sort of thing. Like both of us would like to live somewhere simple with a bit of land, potentially off grid. I'd like a big workshop. I want to build big steel and wood furniture and arts pieces. That's my goal when I'm old. And Marie, you want to do
I mean, I'm loving gardening, I'm loving plants, I'm loving art in all sorts or handcrafts things. So yeah, I think if we would have to let go the boat, we would probably still living quite, it's not the same because you're not nomad, but like want to be remote, not really close to people, and just doing our stuff and trying to be the more sustainable, a bit like how we are doing on the boat. Like
yeah. And there's nowhere really like in the world where we've gone like that's where it's going to be. Like, could be New Zealand, could be Northern Italy, could be Roti, Indonesia, who knows, but yeah, it'll probably come down to what sort of piece of land we can afford one day, but who knows, that might be, well, hopefully that will be years away. I still got a lot of exploring to do on the boat, and I really want to bring up this baby at least a few years so he can remember and see and have the cultural experiences and have that spirit of adventure and exploring and simple life, before he has to make decisions about life, whether apprenticeships or university, things like that. Like early on, when life's simple, I want Eli to enjoy the parts of the world that most people don't get to, and the simplicity and the beauty of all that. And by boat is obviously the best way. So we're far away, hopefully, from the other one. But just to answer your question, yeah, we do have some ideas, but we're not looking at that next year.
No, but it could be also like in few years, maybe depending on things, a bit a half way. Like,
that's it.
It could
Well,
be
sort
like,
of. Well, we can't really afford to do both.
but depending, like if it was, for example, like renting a place
Yeah.
in Indonesia, we could have few months on land, few months on boat.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, down in Roti, we sort of nearly, you can buy land down there for a few $1,000 and put a house on it and spend part of the year there and part of the year on a boat exploring around. That's something we talked about last year. What? Stop talking, waffle. What a world is your life now. Sooner or later, get back to trade runner, the better. Yeah, fast farmer. Yeah, well, that's my point of view. I mean, in an ideal world, would leave next week, but I know that's not feasible, and I'm not going to push or like stress Marie out about let's go as soon as we can, let's go as soon as we can. And I think the baby's super healthy, but I think hanging around a good, medical system and that for at least a couple more months is going to be good, just to get a good basis and make sure we're doing everything right and that
And
sort of
even
stuff.
like the travel to go to Indonesia is quite a big one, and I don't want to do that with a tiny baby. And having my family and even his Swiss family enjoying the baby before we are living for quite a long time, it's an important thing too. Like I want to create link with my parents, with my sister, with my brothers, with this baby, like and having few months here to hang around with all the people we are loving here, it's really important.
Yeah, we're gonna, in about 10 days or 2 weeks from now, we're getting in the car and doing a bit of a road trip through Switzerland, for a week or 10 days or something or other, going seeing in Grindelwald my brother and his family up there, and then in Zurich for a few days, and we go to Montreux for a few days, and just to cruise around a bit and get a bit of a break from here. We should be strong enough. We've got doctor's appointments and things like that, but that'll be the first little adventure. But so that's the plan anyway. The boat is safe. Dreamtime sail. Thanks, guys. And there's a couple other people who've stopped in at Lombok and seen the boat and contacted me and asked me if they can look after everything. But the local kid there, Hardy, he's been sending me pictures every week. I see that in Lombok it started raining now finally, so that's pretty good. And yeah, boat's good. It's just there waiting for us. As you saw, the maintenance is all up to date. It's all ready to go. And when we do go back, we won't just start going flat out. We'll probably hang around Lombok for a month or even 2 months, just getting into family life, boat life, getting Marie feeling comfortable back on the boat again, taking it easy. It's still wet season there until end of March, so there's no real hurry to get over. And after that, the goal is to go over to Borneo and spend about 4 or 5 months around Borneo, head up and see the orangutans and go up north through some islands, and then head east to Sulawesi and spend 6 months or something, probably circumnavigate Sulawesi. There's a lot of stuff I want to see there. Neither of us have been to Sulawesi. We've been many other places, but we didn't see Sulawesi at all. So there's a lot to see there. And so the whole of 2024 is Borneo and Sulawesi. That's what we're planning, and then we'll see what happens after that. But that's sort of the plan for the boat for the next year. Wanted to show you these. A few videos ago, I took the photo in the algae streams and did prints, and a few people have ordered them. And this is one that came in today. I just framed it.
The reflection.
The reflection, yeah. Sorry about that. There we go. So this is just a frame I put on it quickly. I'm going to take the actual print back out and sign it and number it, and that one's going off to actually, funny enough, when I wrote on the video, that's algal streams, some guy wrote back with a massive comment about exactly phytoplanktons and all this sort of stuff and all the scientific jargon that I'd never heard of. Turns out he's a professor of algal streams, basically, in America somewhere. And so he ordered this one to put on his wall of his office in the university. So this one, I made a special colored one because he didn't want the black and white one because he wanted to see the color of it. So I made a special one for him, and that's his one. That'll be going in the mail tomorrow. And I've got a couple more here.
And really, like, this camera is not making justice. Like, this paper is amazing.
This paper's really good. It's, as I said, it's actually, it's not wood fiber, it's cotton like pulped up and made paper out of cotton, so it's really thick. These are the black and white one. Obviously it's got to be framed and backed and everything, but that's just the black and white one. They're the smaller, that's the smaller of the two. But a couple more of those ones to go out today, but there are still ones available. If you guys, any of you guys want them, hit me up by email. I can do color or black and white, and there's only 10 of each size. And but there's still a few available, and they could still be done before Christmas if any of you would like them. What have we got here? I need to read some of these. Thanks, Keith. Very nice of you. Best memories of my childhood were living in Malaysia, going on dive trips with my dad when I was in primary school. My kid loved the fuse. We lived in a remote. Yeah, Mark, that's the sort of thing that we want to give the memories to Eli. That sort of stuff, you know. Just growing up different. You're both a bit fair. Thank you for sharing, making the world a better place. Well, I don't know about that, but hopefully little Eli will at least continue with the spirit of adventure and spreading the spreading the joy of meeting different people around the world. And that's sort of the whole vibe we're trying to bring to him, really. We want him to be multicultural and multinational. He's going to have 3 passports. I've been figuring it all out in the last couple of days. He's going to have New Zealand, Swiss, and French, and it sort of seems like we've got them dialed. Well, we're only going to get 1 passport at this stage, but he's got 3 citizenships. So that's pretty cool. Little James Bond. I've got 2. Marie's got 1, and he's going to have 3. But yeah. Anyway, just to make sure you see it before we have a great holiday season. Enjoy it. Take your time. Thank you very much, Rick. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Very nice of you. Yeah, so yeah, with those pictures, anybody wants one, get in quick. There's another probably 2 weeks before the cutoff, before they won't make it out for Christmas anymore. But yeah, they do look pretty amazing. Or they feel really cool, and they look really, really cool as well. Yeah, what else do you want to say? Oh, we've still got a few patrons that your payments are getting declined still. It's a bloody pain in the ass, to be honest. Patron changed their payment system to one from America. They changed it to Ireland to obviously save some taxes, I guess. And basically what it is, kicked quite a few of the patrons off, declined their payments. And yeah, for one reason or another, a lot of those patrons either haven't got the email or haven't got notifications turned on or whatever. So it's like 3 months now. Well, we had about 20 to 30 patrons whose money wasn't coming through. The payments were getting declined, and what you or they need to do is just re-sign up the credit card, because it's got kicked. The credit card's getting declined. So yeah, check your emails if you're a patron. We love your support. It's really, really, really important to us. And yeah, it would be a shame if you think you're supporting us and every month it's just getting declined, because that's what's happening, and it's a fair bit of money every month. So trying to sort that out. I've been sending emails, and every time there's a couple more go like, oh shit, yeah, sorry, and re-sign back up. But yeah, it was it was a bit of a shock to see that the first, I think, 2 months ago when I saw that. I was like, wow, that's a third of our patrons weren't, their payments were getting declined. And I was like, it's a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money, but for us, it's a lot of money. There we go. Graham, Sailing Skeptic. G'day, mate. Oh, great to see you both live. Well, there's 3 of us, actually. You just missed out on the third one. I'll show you again in a minute.
Pissing rain here. Oh, we've got the same weather. No worry.
Oh, no, I don't think we've got the same weather. You got
It's
pissing
colder.
rain, but we got pissing rain, but about 100 meters above us, it's pissing snow. There's supposed to be 1.5 meters of snowfall the next 3 days. Not here. We're at about 500 meters here. So above 1,000 meters, there's going to be 1.5 meters of snow. Oh, okay, Rick. Well, that's good to hear, because I didn't know if it was just us. I assumed that it wasn't just us, but yeah, that's well, it's not good to hear that others are having the same thing, but I hope that if it's happening to a few people, the word will get around and people will check their things. But we've also had a few patrons that have been supporting us for 3-4 years, and in between times they've changed emails. So you send them an email to try and tell them what's going on, and the email comes back saying it's not being used anymore, and there's no way I can contact them anymore. So it's like, yeah, bit of a hassle. Anyway, shall we show him one more time?
But he's sleeping.
He's sleeping, yeah. Poor.
We're gonna show him.
Yeah, he'll be in plenty of
he's gonna
videos.
be awake, but I don't want to awake him. After he's gonna be grumpy.
Oh, wait. I'll show you a fresh picture. I'm doing like what every parent does probably. I didn't have it when I was a kid, but yeah, taking 7 million pictures every day. Here's a nice one. Oh, that's a terrible light. There's another one. He's a little cutie. He's definitely, probably everyone says that about their kids, but look, this is how cute he is.
That's not the best one. Stop it.
He goes through all sorts of the most beautiful kid in the world to looking a bit of a doofus sometimes, but then don't we all, It's all good. He hasn't seen a mirror yet, and if he did, he wouldn't know what he was looking at. So he doesn't have any appreciation of what's cool or not. He just does what he does.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. If he was already thinking of that at this age, that would be so sad. Be natural. Eh?
Yeah. Well, there you go. You're a natural mum, Marie. She is. She's.
That's nice, but it's not really obvious for myself for the moment. I'm getting a bit of struggle with myself. I mean, as I said, giving the birth was not really an easy one, so I had a lot of recovery after that. I was not able to move much, and I was really tired. And I think also I never really asked myself, was the really baby blues and postpartum things. And yeah, I suppose between the tiredness and the changement of hormones and the fact that I can't really move as much as I would like, I'm he's so cute.
That's the coolest one. It's our little giraffe, Sophie.
I am sometimes feeling that I'm not doing enough. Like I'm putting the goals quite high, and some days I'm really having struggled to do all the things I would like to do for Eli. But yeah,
she's doing amazingly. She's just a little bit of self-doubt every now and again, and I think more than anything that's brought on by tiredness. It's like sometimes when she's just at the end of her tether a little bit, and yeah, loses it a little bit, but she's doing amazingly well. She couldn't, I mean, he's doing good. We can't really do much more as parents than he's healthy, he's putting on weight, he's getting enough sleep. We're pulling through. We could have more, we could be sleeping more, but to be honest, it's okay. Marie's getting healthier by the day, like returning, her body's changing back, and we're doing fine. She's just as she said, she sets her goals a little bit high, but she doesn't have anything to set them against apart from your own expectations.
Yeah, but and the expectation of a little baby, like he needs a lot of things.
Yeah. Jonathan, we don't have one picture of us 3 together yet.
We've got one.
Do we?
Just when the baby was born, the one made with the
Ah,
midwife.
yeah. Here we go. I'll have a look back through. 5 seconds after the baby was put on Marie. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that's the only one of the three of us.
He's having a cry as well. There you go. This was, well, maybe a minute after I'd cut the cord and he was having his first little cry. But yeah, other than that, we don't have anything yet because it's always her holding the baby or me. And I don't know, we need to get someone to make it proper. Oh, from Hawaii. Nice. Lonnie. I love Hawaii. Hawaii is where I was when I first decided I'm going to teach myself to sail and buy a boat. I was up at the North Shore in the Volcom house. Graham, Marie, just give yourself a break. Trying to live up to your own standards, let alone to what others expect, is too hard. Yeah, that's what I tell her. But yeah, I was bloody emotional the first few days. I couldn't stop crying every time I looked at the little guy, and I didn't really know why. I still don't really, but yeah, just made me pretty emotional. It still does. Like, I don't really believe that. Well, yeah, he's mine, ours. One day he'll be his own. But it's pretty amazing, really, really amazing. And yeah, I led a pretty selfish life beforehand, and now I'm
Yeah, it gets easier. Yeah, I had some friends who were like new mother too, were like, come on, like it looks super hard, but it's gonna go super quick. So just enjoy, even if it's hard, because it's gonna go super fast. And yeah, the teenager years, I would say maybe I'm more prepared for that. I was a terrible teenager, really. Like if it's just half of what I was, I would be already pissed. So yeah, I'm quite prepared of the teenager years, and I really hope he's gonna feel better in his skin than me and doing less crap.
So Mark, you say it's the first few months are hard, and the terrible twos are really hard, and then the teenage years. So there's a couple of years in between when it's good, but otherwise it's just terrible until you're teenagers. Nah, this kid's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll be fine. I'm sure we can deal with it. And yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a cool adventure. What else have we got? John from Pittwater, welcome. Nice to, well, I can't see you, but hopefully you can see us, and nice to have you along. We're yeah, the baby's not on camera right now, but you might get a little cameo as we finish. Juliet, that's nice to see you. You're doing fantastic, totally normal feelings you're having, and please continue being supportive, Vernon and Marie. In Japan, a mum is given 3 months to just for the baby exclusively. Yeah, well, that's sort of what we, was that without the husband then, or just with the baby and the mum? But that's sort of what we, that's why we're giving it 3 months before we go back to the boat, just to let Marie get strong again, let the baby get strong, and let us bond as a family and get used to things and not be sort of rushed into big travel and big changes and things like that, big stresses. And we do have a good situation here. Well, it's not perfect for me because I'm really highly allergic to cats, and there's a cat here it's an old cat. It's, obviously it lives in the house, never goes outside. So I've been having pretty big problems with, my health since I've been here, and I'm on pretty strong medication now. Actually, I drove to Geneva a couple of days ago and got some pretty strong medication. It's the same. It's the pills you take when you've had a kidney or a lung or something transplant to stop your body kicking it out. It's immune suppressant drugs. So it's pretty hard on my organs for the next couple of months taking these drugs, but it's the only way I can really live here. But it's fine. I sort of knew that coming in. It's just one of the things, like everything else about being here is great. We've got full support of Marie's parents, and we can live here, and there's good medical team close, all around, and really good cheese factory just up the road and great bakeries. I've put on about 10 kilos since I've been here. But yeah, just with the bloody cat. But it's Marie's cat actually, so I can't down treat it too much.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to celebrate my son. Is his birthday, John? I think you told me, right? What are the plans when we get back to the boat? Oh, we did talk about that quickly, but yeah, we'll hang around Lombok for a couple of months or how long it takes, but it's still wet season until March, April, so there's no rush. Hang around Lombok, get everything, get our family life on the boat dialed, relax a little bit, just chill. And then Borneo and Sulawesi, that's the plans for 2024, a whole year around Borneo and Sulawesi. In-depth discovery of places we've never been to. There we go. No, not alone. Just the concept of not being expected to do any other chores, just with the baby, very different. Yeah, well, here in Europe, it's a lot different than the US, for example. In all of Scandinavia, parents get a year off paid. They can split it up 9 months, 3 months, or split it up between husband and wife, or whatever, partners. As much as they want, and that's in all the Scandinavian countries, pretty much like that, and that's amazing. Here in France, how long do mothers get off work?
But I think it's depending, but you can have, I would say, 9 months probably if you are really asking. But I think naturally, if you're not doing anything special, it's 3 months.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
that long.
standard. Europe's quite good with maternity leave, things like that.
Yeah, but you don't really have like support things. Like you are earning less, and I don't think you have really the right to have someone to help you to clean, or like if you are a lonely mother, I think it's quite hard even if you have the 3 months you have to
make
take care
ends
of your
meet.
house
Yeah,
and everything. Like you don't really have a lot of help.
yeah, but I mean,
No,
it's
but
better than in the US
in
where it's
some
like
countries,
you've got nothing.
Yeah.
You got to pay 50 grand to have the baby, and then you lost your job. But yeah, no, we're thankful. We're the people at the hospital were really, really nice. They really knew what they were doing. Most of them.
I would not really say that.
But in the whole birthing place, it was nice. They were pretty cool.
Not all.
Yeah, but I mean, there was no feeling that at any time that you or the baby was in danger.
No,
They seemed
but they have protocols and they are not really flexible on that, and you're kind of infantilized on some decisions that I didn't really like. But yeah, I mean, this is how it is.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll probably start wrapping it up. That's been 45 minutes. Yeah, as I said, next week's video, I'm concentrating on 3 videos a month at the moment instead of 4, just to spread them out a little bit, and also I've just been pretty flat out. So editing, I haven't been enough time to edit one every week. But next week's video will be Darwin to Kupang. I was going to sail that one alone up until the day before I left Darwin, and then I found 2 backpackers, 2 cool young dudes that wanted to. They were just like, all right, yeah, we'll come. So they jumped on board. No idea from sailing. No real interest in sailing. They just wanted to get to Indonesia without having to fly. So, but it was cool having them on board. It was a good experience. And so that's next week's video, and then. Yeah, there's a couple more before I get to Lombok, and then there's a good one at the end of packing up the boat, winterizing the boat, things like that. And and then we'll be live. We'll probably do a couple of videos here in Europe. One from the road trip through Switzerland, probably, and then we'll be back on the boat. Hopefully, before we know it. No, actually, not. I want to enjoy every part of this little journey with the baby. He's changing every day, basically. It's pretty cool, and I can't wait for the when he can hold his head up and he can do a bit more, and can't wait before I can take him swimming and stuff. That'll be cool one day. And
it's not this year, but yeah,
won't be this year. Maybe I can take him on the paddleboard or something this year, just sitting on there. But all right. Well, I'll show him one more time.
Okay, that is.
Yeah, I'll give you guys another glimpse. He's a bit
sleepy.
He's a bit sleepy, but we'll give him another glimpse before we close up. Oh, he's very sleepy. But yeah, well, it's the light's a bit bright here, really, but we'll yeah, we'll put him to bed now, pretty much. But anyway, thanks guys for watching and seeing our little beauty. He is a little beauty. I mean, every parent says that, obviously, and but we find him
Oh,
very.
he's really super cute.
He's pretty cute. He's pretty nice. He does poop a lot. We call him Mr. Poopy Pants, and he just tends to wait until just after I've changed him. So I'll just change him, and then 3 seconds later, I'll just hear it. I'm like, "Ah, good one, buddy." Or when I turn around to grab something, he does a big pee all over the bloody changing platform.
Because Vernon think he's really like planning that.
Yeah, he is, because
No.
he's sneaky.
He's not sneaky
I
at
keep
all. He's
threatening
the
I'm going to
more
get a
inno-
clothes peg and put it on the end of his dick so he can't pee while I'm changing him.
He's the more innocent little creator
Yeah,
in
he
the
is
world.
he is a little innocent. He's pretty awesome. We love him like nothing else, eh? Look at this little smile. It's a little smile. He's got 3 chins under there too.
Stop.
All right, guys.
Yeah, thank
Hope you
you
enjoyed
for
that.
coming. That was really nice to have all of you. It was nice to have this little update, and we were really glad to present this new one in the family. Then we are really proud of.
And if there are any patrons out there or any real, passionate fans who aren't patrons but have been following us for a while, if you haven't sent us your postal addresses yet, please do.
Oh, yeah.
Please do fast to my email, info@vernondeck.com. We've got
A bunch of
nice stuff to send you.
Yeah.
Free. There's no obligations. We've just been meaning to do this for the last couple of Christmases, and we've always been somewhere where there's no post office, and so we haven't done it. But this year we've already got everything, so it's not obligated. Like, we've already done it. We've got everything. We just have to package it up. We need your addresses, but we've already got a heap of people. But yeah, so send us your address if you want to get a little package. All right, we'll see you next time.
And time to sleep for us.
Yeah. Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye.